Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Fat Lady Knits and um how you doing? I hope everything is well with you and yours. Wow. What a difference a day makes. Yesterday, the weather, it was warm. We had a fabulous rain, wind, lightning, thunderstorm. Today's chilly, but it is what it is. Okay? What have I been up to? Where have I been? Why am I how many days late? Because I was exhausted. This last week has been so busy. Oh, but I'll tell you all about it. But first, let's get to the knitting. Because let's see if I can actually get this to 15 minutes or less. This was this week's project, or I should say last week's project. Aren't these stripes awesome? And the second one is here, but there's a story there. For once, I got Croy sock yarn to match with very little issue. And this one is done. Okay, because remember I told you I found someone to make striped socks for. I hope she likes these. I love this color combo. It's really awesome. And this one is a work in progress. I'm still working on Kitchenering the toe. I've done part of it. So you see I'm going from here that way. Okay, I'm almost done. One more train ride and I'll be finished. I'm so excited. I hope she likes them. You never know with people, because the colors you think are awesome, they may not. It got dark. Okay. It's me and the lights again. We know it. Let's see what I can do. No, that I just made it darker. There. I think you can see me now. Okay? If not, pretend. You know what I look like. But seriously, how bright can this thing go? And I thought I was doing such a good job buying this light. It turns out, no. And I'm not buying another one in a hurry. Okay. But I love these. I think this is a really pretty color combo. And they match. Right now, the unfinished one looks slightly longer because the Kitchenering is still open. When I pull it closed, they'll both be the same length. And what I'm finding, we know I don't like stripes, but we know what I'm finding is that when you're trying to match your socks, you know if you're going well, because look, the heels started at the same place. Okay. Same thing for the toes. They started at the same place. And even if you go, what order was I on? If you forget for some reason, you can just match the stripes. And with this sock, it worked out perfectly. So I'm really, really pleased with this. Now tell me, why don't they sell this by itself or this by itself? Okay? It's a beautiful stripe, but I would love to make socks in the one, two, three, four different colors. We know I'm not a fan of green. Apologies if it's your favorite color. Okay, so I'm really pleased with these, and as I said, one more train ride, and I should have one more this week. This will be done. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's put that there. Please don't disappear on me. Oh, let me tell you, it died on me. Remember, I was using this as a weight. You would stick the sock in there once or twice, and then you would hang the weight from here. It no longer opens. I think I put too much weight on it, and something broke. It will not open. So I was in a panic. I didn't know what to do. But I went out and I searched for my bent buckle. It's way over there. I'm not going to go and get it, but I found it so I could use it. Okay? And that wasn't the only trouble I had this week. It's really strange. I started a second sock for me with the Croy before I did the turquoise blue. This is the lavender. And the rib came out well. This is waist yarn attached to my sock bonnet. The rib, it's beautifully done. Okay? So that's one sock. Let me take this off. Blue, who is back here. Say hi, lady. Can you all see her? No, not. She's lower than the chair, so you can't see her. I have started the second rib for the second sock 5 times already. And each time it's been incorrect. Stitches have fallen. I ended up with a huge hole. It was really awful. And then I finally said, let me give it a break. I will get back to it. And at some point, I will have 2 of these purple cuffs so I can do my sock. Hopefully, so next time you see it. I don't know. For some reason, this one would just would not behave. Okay? What can I do? Sometimes you just have to give things a break, and I'll stick it back here on blue. Okay? Can you see? Nope. You get to see my back. There she is. There's blue. Okay? Say hi, lady. Anyway, what else did I do? Remember the other sock yarn that I bought from Joann's? By the way, have they finally closed their door? I have no idea because they're too far away for me to be nosy to go and see. And I cranked this tube, and I'm going to make shorties. I call those, to me, those are short. But I'm going to make the little booty shorty socks for someone with this. The colors it looks like a pretty even color spacing. I don't notice anything glaring until we get all the way up here. These 2 purples are too close. But I'm beginning to find that if you buy sock yarn at Joann's or the Big M, that seems to be a glitch in them. And sometimes it's because the yarn has broken and they just tied it on. They didn't care. But other times, there's nothing. There's no break in the yarn. They didn't tie it together. Just for some reason, it starts purple in a place where you expect another color. But I have to now, and I tried, but I wasn't successful, to sit down. I'm going to use the light bulb this time. I'm going to put like blue and blue, purple and purple, white and white, pink is pink, and then count. So I will know what my pattern repeat is and up to where. Then I can make the shorties. And let me tell you, I didn't know men wore shorties. Because I was going to make a pair for a friend of mine, but I said, he's a man. I don't think they wear that. And I was on a train today, and I saw so many men in those little tiny shorties that barely peeked out of their sneaker. I was like, where have I been and how come I didn't know that? Better yet, why didn't you tell me? I honestly thought men don't wear socks that short. I was wrong. Okay. Now I know. So I have a dear friend. I can make him a pair of shorties. Okay? Yeah. So I will do that. What else happened with me this week? I did that. I had a problem with that. That died on me. And remember, I told you to please help save me from myself because I keep taking these classes. Well, let me show you what I did in the class that I took, and you will know what kind of class it was. Here's my finished product. Okay. I hung mine like this. Most people who took the class hung theirs like this, but I want mine to hang in the window like this. Yes, I took a stained glass class. And let me tell you, I was the worst student in the class. Listen, the instructor said, it's a 6-week class. Please don't spend 2 weeks picking glass. I was picking glass out until the 4th week. Okay? And let me tell you, you have a pattern now. No matter what I did, I was off pattern. Okay? I consistently either broke glass or there's something up with this that glitches that the light goes dim. That's annoying. And it might be the camera and not the ring light. I have to check and see. No. I have to find someone who can check and see. I had trouble with my phone this weekend, and the representative said turn it on and off. I didn't know how. I struggled for more than 10 minutes to turn my phone off and then turn it back on. I should be embarrassed, but that's my normal. Getting back to stained glass. This was hard work. Ever since I was a teenager, I saw a book of Louis Comfort Tiffany lamps. And I was like, oh my God, I got to do this. But until I got to this age, I never found a place that was offering classes in stained glass. And I found this so hard. The teacher was like, no, this is one of the easiest things you can do. A triangle. I don't know what they call these shapes. Little squares. He's like, this is easy. I was like, yeah, you've been doing it for 20 years. I've just started. Let me tell you, everyone had their glass picked out by the first class. They started, one person finished early. Me, I was struggling. And at the last glass, listen to the last glass. At the last class, do you know what the instructor said to me? He said, I was worried about you. I didn't think you would finish. I was like, you didn't think, I didn't think I would finish. Okay? But I did, and I'm pleased with this, and I wanted to take his next class. But they never notified us that the next class was being offered, and by the time I found out, the class was full. I said, oh, well, there's nothing I can do, but I did get this. And then what did I do? Go out and price all the supplies you would need to do stained glass at home. It's somewhere between $800 and $1,000 if you don't go crazy. Fortunately, I have no room in my house to do that now, so I didn't start buying stuff, okay? Which is good because guess what? I took the most awesome dyeing class this weekend. Oh my goodness. The class is being taught by Shirley Walsh. She's on Facebook, and she has a unique, to me, at least it's different, way of interacting with the dyes. And someone said to me, but all the books I have, that's what they do. I'm like, not the books I have. Who knew? And that's why it's good to take classes and to go and talk to people, because they're doing things that you wouldn't think to do. It was really an awesome dyeing class. I can't wait to see what the socks that I make with the dyed yarn, what it turns out to be, because every yarn dyer knows no matter what it looks like in the dye bath or after you rinse it or after you, it will look different when you dye it, it looks different. When you rinse it, it looks different. When you cake it, it looks different. When you put it on the skein, is caking it and scanning it? Because to me, caking is when you wrap it around that nitty-knotty, and then when you skein it, and then when you wind it up, and then you knit the sock, and it looks totally different. So I can't wait to see how this set of knitted tubes turn out. Okay? Wow. But I am exhausted. Okay? That's why I haven't been here. I've been trying to recover from running to this class to that class. So let me say good evening, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.